We on.
Welcome.
We live, baby.
Oh, Lord.
All right, we back. Episode 57 of the motherfucking Porta Potty Podcast. You heard? That's like 47?
I don't know, but we're going to say 57.
57.
You're not make dyslexic. So
Maybe I got it right, but maybe I didn't. So either way, we in here.
What about when we get to like 1,527?
I'm gonna have you say it, I guess, because
But are we still gonna announce it when we get that high?
I don't know. Maybe we'll lose it at some point. But one thing we still haven't shaken is the question of the day. And question of the day: if you're chilling, you're getting faded, you're just hanging out, you're at a party, you know what I'm saying?
hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
I would never do that.
And a bitch turn around and just bow, just fire off on your ass. What are you doing, bruh?
For no reason?
Yeah, for no reason. Female and dude. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? The dude turns around, just slaps you, fires on your ass.
Like random guy.
Just, I mean,
Anybody.
somebody you know probably. You know what I'm saying?
I'm swinging.
Oh,
Swinging back.
wait, it's I know them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're at a party with a bunch of people you know. Somebody swings on you.
Well, then at that
A
point,
chick fires on you.
A chick. It has to be a girl for you.
I mean, like, you should know the consequences that come after that. Like, don't put your hands on me.
So you
especially if
firing
know.
back?
Huh?
You firing back?
I mean, like, once, though, back her up, and then,
What if she fire back on you, though?
what you mean, like, we
she
just
keeps
start
coming.
exchanging?
Yeah. Well, you hit her, you fire on her, then she fires back on you.
I'm going to have to hit her with, like, one of those slams. I'm going to boom, and then I'm going to just stop it right there. Like, get her, bro.
Damn.
Because I'm done.
This nigga people gonna slam her on the head, bro.
Not on the head.
Dunk her on the head.
No,
Bow.
on the arm. Like,
Body
I
in
just
that
slammed her.
bitch.
Bye.
I mean, it's better than if I was to, like, slide on her and just start.
That's a wrong.
You set me up. No, you should know the consequences. Don't put your hand on a man unless you want them to hit you.
I already know your answer, but go ahead and say it.
I mean, you can hear in the headphones, so you know that you weren't talking into the mic.
I wasn't. But I already know your answer, but you got to say it.
Well, I'm firing. Don't touch me. I ain't touch you. Don't touch me.
And you don't even have to.
And that might just be natural reaction. I might not want to do that type of shit, but
I think on a guy, like for you guys, it would be more like at least pushing her back. Like, what
like,
the fuck? Yeah.
Wait, no,
big
because
face.
he said she's slapping the back of your head, like
not back
bonk,
of your head,
bonk.
in your face, just fire on you. You know what I mean?
Like punch me in my face.
Slap you
Slap.
in the face.
I wouldn't even let anybody touch my face.
Slap
so-
or punch. You know what I mean?
Like, you don't see it coming. It's just like, bam, out of nowhere.
Nope. That just makes me feel disrespected, and I'm gonna have to.
You're going to have to. in GTA, what would you do?
I'm gonna turn to Muhammad Ali. Shuffle.
All right, so that brings us to our first topic of the day. Let's get into the shit. My man Dana White, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fight fan, you already know. And yeah, the homie was in Cabo, you know what I'm saying, over the Christmas, holiday or whatever. And him and his wife got into it at the nightclub. And let's just play this clip, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe, hopefully, maybe. It's not me. It's not me.
They was in VIP and somebody was recording, of course.
Oh, Lord.
Just so happened to have the
yeah.
phone out, you know what I mean?
See, I don't get those. Like, they're just always recording
Bro,
24/7.
They have to
or
be.
like
They have to be because, like, how do you get the magic moment?
Yeah.
exactly.
You gotta be recording this entire time.
Like that footage that he has is probably like 45 minutes, and
And
he
then
condensed it to 2 minutes.
knowing, bro, that what is going on here? Can you
It's-
refresh or
I
something?
just did.
Then knowing, like, can you get it together first? And then, all right, there we go. Let's do this.
Stop yelling at me.
Then knowing there's people down there, you got to see these motherfuckers with the phone out, like, they
Yeah.
got to be recording the entire time.
Yeah, you got to know.
You've seen multiple people down there
Well,
recording, you know
it's
what I mean?
TMZ. TMZ's try hard for the clips. Like they'll do anything.
Bro,
for
what
the
is
clip.
up with the internet? Look, they're arguing. She turns around. He's like, chill. She fires. He fires back.
bro?
And then she's coming back for the second one. And then maybe Maybe did he throw another one, or did he just shove her like,
Nah, he
bitch, get
shoved her,
off?
Yeah.
She's still trying to come though. Jesus.
Initially, when I first watched it, I thought it was like, I thought he had hit her multiple times. Can you rewind?
But it wasn't even like a punch though. It was like a slap.
Look, he's like, I'm sorry, honey, and then she's like, fuck you, and pow.
He said,
Like,
boom.
pow.
Watch. Wait. Watch his hand. Boom again. Boom again.
And then
No, I think he's putting his hands up like to pat hers down type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
pat her down. No, like grab her arms like this and then try to shove her. But then he grabbed
switch.
like the forearms.
Yeah. And then, so he's like kind of like blocking her punch, like parrying her fucking slap or whatever, slapping her slap. Like, hey, you ain't finna get off on me again. You feel me?
But people act like a woman's punch doesn't hurt. Like, it does hurt. Like, if a woman tries to hit you as hard as she can, she, like, you'll probably be like, oh, snap. Like, I just forgot yesterday. Like, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so they've been together for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Me and your mom been together
For 40.
for 20, going on 20. In February, it'll be 20.
Good job for remembering.
Okay, so you know me, right? You've known me for longer than 20 years.
Yeah.
You know the type of reaction I'm going to have if you reach up and slap me. No matter if you're drunk or not, you know the type of reaction I'm going to have, especially if I'm drunk.
Yes.
Like, literally, you would have to never talk within those 30 years to not understand the other person.
So she clearly knows, like, what type of dude he is, you know what I'm saying, how he's going to react. I'm pretty sure, in 30 years, he said it was the first time. I'm sure this is not the first time something of the nature, as far as an argument and, some type of physical altercation has gone on, because that's a long time. And can you imagine, like, you hear stories of, like, great grandparents and great grandparents used to beat the fucking shit out of each other and shit. That shit used to be the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And maybe this is their love language or something. I don't know.
And who the fuck knows what they were talking about to get her in a sad mood? Maybe she found out that Dana snuck off and was fucking whores in the whorehouse at Cabo.
Getting his meat.
Or they've been arguing all day and, it just came up to that moment right there.
My boy got skinny. You feel what I'm saying?
He could have been like, man, he could have been like, I'm sorry, your nocha stinks. What do you want me to do? And then she's...
It's been 30 years and you can't get this shit right.
Nah, you wait 30 years just to tell her, like, she finally stinks. Is crazy.
Right, so then he backdoored, you know what I'm saying, doing the PR and all that other shit. And, you know what I'm saying, right away, stepped out in front of the bus and was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Here's my public apology.
Do you want
to
play it?
Yeah, we're going to play it.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to.
We're going to play like just a little. This is probably why we get fucking copyrighted and shit. But
all right. Let's see.
if you want to support us, support us on.
Just kidding.
It'd be like copywriting, like as soon as you send the video, it hits you with a copyright. Like, how you didn't even watch the video? How?
Yeah, if you want to support us, make sure you're supporting on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at. You feel me? But YouTube be tripping, bro. Like Mimo just said, we uploaded the last episode, and even when it was sitting for the premiere, it had already said copyright claim on some bullshit. We'll probably get a copyright claim just for that little ad right there.
Yeah. Oh. Man.
Oh my God, Google person,
I'm
what the
fired.
fuck do you have going on today, bro?
It was a long. Maybe I'll wait till the ad finishes and I'll reshare.
Something you gotta be proactive at this point.
Just don't slap me. First.
Oh, the ad is not playing. The ad is not playing.
You didn't hit me first.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit me first.
I'm just saying, because I'm the one messing up. I'm the one out here.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Just play the audio. Fuck it.
Okay. Hopefully we can hear it, because I wasn't hearing.
It's muted.
Where?
Your computer.
My computer needs to be muted.
Oh.
Get with the program, Emo.
Oh, right here. Got it.
That's kind of like the problem with like these situations is that Dana White is like the only face of USC.
Yeah, he's the main.
So if he goes down, then most likely USC will kind of go down.
They all suffer, yeah.
Like the whole pyramid.
All right, so apparently we have no sound. Oh my God! Today just wants me
It's
to
okay.
fucking be
They
angry.
know. They can go watch the video. Go watch the video. It's on TMZ. It's not a big deal. But he's out
Anyway,
there
so
saying
Dana
what?
White just apologizes, and they try to give him a bunch of outs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's not really taking them. He's just saying, taking responsibility for the shit and saying that, he's just more worried about what his kids think than anything. Everybody else can pretty much eat a dick. I mean, it's really between them. It's a family thing. Like, if you would think about it, if this was just any average Joe, nobody would bat a fucking eye. But that is Dana White, and he takes a fucking rigid stance on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Calls a lot of people on his shit. I mean, on their shit. You got to expect that people are going to call you back on yours,
Yeah. And apparently this is, I guess, a quote from what he said. I didn't see this video, but he said, "You've heard me for years say that there's never an excuse for a guy to put his hands on a woman, and here I am on TMZ talking about it."
Right.
But there's no excuse, and he admits it. There's no excuse.
Right. I mean, they were like, "Oh, you were drunk, da da da," and yeah, he was like, "Yeah, it's still no excuse." And I feel the same way. There's no excuse, but
that's a two-way
reaction
street.
is a reaction. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna, this goes back to what we were talking about the whole Gervonta Davis shit, and females calling the cops and just feeling mad and upset about whatever the fuck, and then just picking up the phone and telling lies and calling the cops on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, in this instance, the shit really happened, but all I'm saying is that it got to be fair and equal on both sides. Just because it's a female hitting you, how does that make it more okay? Because had it been the other way around and he slapped her first, then it would have been super fucking bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, bam.
But a guy defending himself, whether she's 100 pounds lighter than him or not, you're still out here disrespecting him. And if that's your husband of 30 years and you're in public disrespecting him, basically trying to take his man card away from him, essentially, like, don't do that. I mean, she was hella wrong. I mean, he I guess shouldn't have reacted the way he reacted. He could have pushed her or whatever. But everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves.
I was like, yo, what better way? You got a slap league coming out, and then you get in a slap fight with your fucking chick. I've been seeing shit like Dana White got fight of the night. I think Oscar De La Hoya was like, Dana White got fight of the night.
Oh, Lord.
You know how they do those compilations where it's like top 10 best knockouts or whatever?
Yeah.
Dana White's like number 1 on that list.
Right.
Best slap of the slap league ever.
No, what was the guy's name that ran and slapped his girl's dad?
Blueface.
Yeah.
That one would be number 1.
There you go right there, cuz.
Yeah, because that was a slap.
There go cuz right there.
That wasn't even a slap. I guess he slapped.
He was running like this.
Bro, their family's
Crazy.
bro. I didn't want to get into all that, but yeah.
Nah, so they I seen that they put the slap league on pause for like a week. I think they're trying to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do. It was supposed to come out, I guess, this week? It's supposed to come out
on the 11th.
I mean, it would be great promotion.
Yeah,
you know?
It was supposed to come out on the 11th, but they're delaying it until the 18th.
So the 11th was...
It's due to Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, so they pushed it back a week because I'm pretty sure they're trying to figure out, like, what is this real blowback going to look like? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How bad is this shit going to get? And I thought it was on ESPN. It turns out that shit's going to be on TBS. So
what is
if it was ESPN, bro, I think even ESPN might. Wait, you say they told ESPN that the Power Slap League on TBS. Yeah. Okay, so, but it's still unclear what the fuck ESPN is going to do pressing the UFC going forward. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen people online, like, and it's picking up, like, the cancellation of Dana White. At first, it was, like, the real reaction of every married man or a man that's been in a fucking long-term relationship for a long time. Like, we've been through this type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Theirs just may not have been publicized.
Right. And, you know what I'm saying? Power to the ones that don't, but, you know, more than 9 times out of 10, I'm saying you're just trying to act holier than thou, because no relationship is perfect. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
And if you're out here trying to portray it, then shame on you because you're lying to yourselves.
yeah, but I I just want to see what the fuck is gonna happen, bro, because they were pushing they're now it's picking up, they're pushing for the cancellation of Dana White, and they're saying the UFC needs to fire him. How can you fucking fire Dana White? You know what I'm saying? From the UFC. That would be fucking crazy, bro.
That nothing's gonna happen. Every time something like this happens, like nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you get nervous in the moment, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But then at the end, nothing really happens. So I think it's just he has to survive this massive wave coming to him. He pushes through the water, make it to the other side.
Yeah.
It always.
And what I
happens
see
like
time
that.
and time again of people that get canceled, all you gotta do is just like not fucking pay attention to it. I mean, it's hard because especially when you're as famous as they
It's
are.
like, hey, I'm talking to you.
So like when Joe Rogan got canceled or was getting canceled or tried to get canceled, for instance.
They were attempting to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He just
kept pushing.
Yeah, he didn't go to that UFC that weekend, you know what I'm saying? And just did his podcast and didn't really talk about it, didn't mention it, didn't feed into it, didn't go on there on a fucking
Not
apology
adding
tour.
fuel to the fire, just let it burn out.
Any of that shit. He just kind of acted like it didn't happen and kept it pushing, you know what I'm saying? 2 weeks later, nobody gives a fuck. Everybody loves Joe Rogan again. So
I'm pretty sure they're giving ESPN like a massive like viewer like attention, you know what I mean?
A boost in
so
views.
It's like you get rid of him, you know that the viewership's gonna go down. And do you want that?
bro, yeah.
You don't want to lose that extra
Yeah, you
cash,
got yeah,
know?
you make a good point because fucking like the people that fuck with the UFC also fuck with Dana White. You know what I'm saying? Heavy.
Dana White is UFC.
Right.
Like, you take him out of it, it's not going to be
Right.
the same.
His whole attitude, everything is like embodied in the whole UFC as a whole. You know what I'm saying? It's interwoven in the culture of the UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, if they try to fucking get Dana out of there, bro, like, I mean, I could see a suspension maybe or something. I don't know, bro.
Who's gonna carry that type of fight combat Bellator? Like,
What you mean?
no.
Like, but I mean, that shit's still gonna happen. But I'm saying, like, the fights and shit would still go on. Dana has everything set up to where he don't even need to be in it. But he's, like I said, he's so interwoven in the fabric of what the UFC is hard. Like, Dana would actually like have to die, bro, or some type of shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
for him not to be involved in that shit again. You know.
You can't just exclude him. You can't take him out. You can't. He's a piece of that chess game that you just can't.
He's one
And
of
think
the
about it.
infamous bald head men, like, was Mr. Clean.
It's such a fuck time for that shit to happen, and then your slap league is supposed to come out the next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all the people that are signed to that shit and how much money they're gonna lose if that shit gets dropped, because that can get dropped.
Yeah, because it hasn't even started yet.
But somebody will pick it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they're not gonna get as good a deal that I'm sure that they're getting,
Right now.
with TBS or whatever the fuck. Because what the fuck is on TBS right now? Shit, I can't think of a fucking show that's on TBS. So this is kind of like the start of like whenever UFC was with FX, and they pumped up FX, and they were like one of the top shows on FX with the whole Ultimate Fighter shit. And they're kind of doing the same Ultimate Fighter house shit with the slap league. So they're already knee deep in the shit. You know what I'm saying? All the film crew, all that shit. Like,
Wait, so when they get in a altercation, like, the fighter one, they just go fighting, right? The slap league, they're just gonna be like slapping each other.
like some girls are like,
Oh, brother, I don't want to see two female men fight each other.
Crazy.
yeah. But at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But they're saying TBS has no comment. ESPN has no comment. UFC has no comment. Like, nobody's saying anything.
Well, yeah.
But the thing of it is, bro,
Silence can be scary.
it's domestic violence, and ESPN is owned by Disney. Like it's kids and family. You know what I mean? You can't just let that go.
They let a lot of other stuff go.
Like what?
Because they're turning into this.
Mike.
They're going in a dark direction with the whole.
I mean, you could say whatever. That's conspiratorial.
I guess.
But
I actually didn't even think about Disney. Yeah, Disney probably. Yeah, they would just be like, I don't care about USC. You know how much money Disney's probably making? They don't care about USC. They'll just drop another Cinderella movie and just
Spinderella.
get like $2 more billion. You know?
Billion of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully Dana White can get it together or whatever. And obviously, or at some point, I guess she made a post, or I don't know. I thought it was said that she made a post as well, like saying like her little apology or whatever. Because I mean, she has shit to do with it as well. You know what I'm saying? When you get assaulted, like, I mean, your natural reaction is to assault back. Unfortunately, when you're drunk, you know.
She was like,
but even when you're sober, bro, if like somebody came up and fucking slapped the dog shit out of me, bro, like I'm like
in my
what?
face.
Like my natural reaction is just gonna fucking
yeah, find out who slapped you, because like you get slapped in your face, you had to blink, and you're like,
hey yo,
and it's super dark in there.
Yeah, I'm on your ass. What if she knocked him out?
So she's saying, her statement she made, she's saying, Dana and I have been married for almost 30 years. To say this is out of character for him would be an understatement. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Unfortunately, we were both drinking too much on New Year's Eve, and things got out of control on both sides. We've talked this through as family and apologized to each other. I hope people will respect our privacy for the sake of our kids.
So what do you think the conversation was when we got home? Bitch, you better get online. You fucking slapped me in my goddamn face. This is your fucking fault. Get the fuck online. Make the fucking post. You're going to fucking ruin everything for us.
Or maybe nothing was said that night, but the next day, yes. I'm pretty sure there was some other words spoken the night of.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Why are you going to embarrass me in public like that? Why would you act like that? I don't know.
There's fucking cameras everywhere. This shit's going to ruin us.
Well, you shouldn't have been an asshole.
Well, you should have been fucking those hookers in that fucking...
You made me.
I had to drag you out the fucking whorehouse.
That's reminding me of the movie I just watched last night, The Den of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that one. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
LU for just barely now watching it.
He just barely watched the Bird Box movie, too.
Yeah. It's all right. No.
I said that I was never watching that, and I'm holding strong. So.
Bird Box?
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you all about it.
Because everybody, that was like the first wave of when something came out on Netflix and everybody rushed to watch this shit.
Claudia said the same thing.
And I was like, I'm not going to be a bot and fucking watch this shit. And the second thing was...
it's not even that deep.
That
Squid
game
Games.
show. Yeah, Squid Game shit. Yeah.
No, Squid Game is amazing.
No, because Claudia was like, I haven't watched it either. And I was like, what? You watch everything? She's like, yeah, everybody was talking about it. And I didn't want to watch it. I was like, what? It's a good movie, though.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't watch Bird Box. I don't know. Like, y'all watched it, you know what I'm saying? I seen like a little bit, like,
I think
coming downstairs, but then I went straight up.
Downstairs, it wasn't even here.
No, it was on Netflix.
I know, but it wasn't here when it came out. I don't think so.
I'm just saying the time that they watched it.
What year did it come out?
I'm talking about the time they watched it, like, it was here.
Oh.
I remember that.
It came out 2018. So, yeah, we were here.
But, yeah, I don't know why.
So, fun fact.
Well, see, I told you your fun facts suck.
Hey, fuck off.
But Squid Games really, it was like there was no, like,
English
interest. Like, I didn't really have, like, a reasoning of watching it. I was just like, why not?
Oh, it wasn't
But
English. It did have the dub, right? But the mouth didn't match or some shit.
On Bird Box?
No.
Oh.
Squid Games. Pay attention.
Oh, yes. They did it over, like, it wasn't originally
Yeah,
in. It wasn't
that
originally
shit
English.
bothered me.
Yeah. You just have to like look at the people's eyes and not their mouth.
Yeah.
Then you won't know.
Nah,
I
that
kind of
shit
got
bothers me.
used to it because I watched like a show called Elite, and they did that too. They speak Spanish, but they're like, no, the show is in English, but their mouth are moving in Spanish. So it's like it don't go with it. You know what I mean? It's like super confusing. But I just look at the eyes. That's it.
So in the midst of this shit, finding out about the Dana White shit, apparently he has the slap shit coming out. You know, there's all type of fighting things coming on. Bare knuckle boxing, bare knuckle MMA, all type of shit. Now we got MMA on a train. You doing MMA on a train, bro?
There's too many like right there with the poles and stuff like that. Like there's too many objects. I know
they're using that shit.
No.
He's swinging from the fucking pole, like kicking him.
I would definitely like accidentally like punch the pole. Like I just know myself, or my arm would get caught on
play
to
that
the
shit.
pole.
Oh, I hear it.
Oh, geez.
Oh, we have audio, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
He's blocking punches with his face.
Oh.
Are they putting sound effects with this shit?
No. Those are their hands. And they're coaching too? That's crazy.
Oh my god.
So you could cheat.
Crazy.
Bro, they're all suspended over a fucking jungle type shit with the train stopped.
Oh no. Oh wow.
Watch when he grabs the pole. Hold on. Ugh.
Knee. Good knee.
Ugh. Good uppercut.
Can you slam their head into the pole?
Yeah, you can do whatever. Look at this.
You could
Ninja
slam
Turtles.
them.
Dun, 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 dun.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you stop.
Yo, bro, man hit him with the dragon kick of fury or something like that.
Hell.
The boy turned into a Ninja Turtle.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
The only
I'm putting
person I
your
know-
fucking, I'm putting you through the fucking glass.
The only person I
Could you
know
imagine though?
who can do that is what's his name off of Mortal Kombat? Liu Kang.
Liu Kang. He
Fury
tried.
kicks.
That's crazy. Could you? Oh my God. Could you imagine like the window breaks and then you just fall to your death?
Wait, yeah.
That's
How strong are
Leave
the
him.
windows though?
I mean, I'm hoping pretty strong because I damn sure don't want to fall to my death.
All right, love you.
Oh.
Have fun.
All right, be good.
Like you know how easy it is to break a window and your head slams into it and
Hey, did you give him money?
Yeah.
there's
yeah.
so many safety hazards that go into it. It's just like
The cable snaps. Everybody dies.
Yeah, that's wilding.
Oh.
No, but there's another one. It's like Underground Fight League or some shit, bro. I've been watching this shit on YouTube. Bro, the editing on this shit is like lit. That shit is lit, bro.
What you mean?
Underground fighting. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's King. Is it the King of the Street shit? Click on it. Up.
what makes it fire though?
This one?
Bro, it's like don't play this.
I was just showing it.
This is it. But the editing of the actual fights and shit, they kind of like put music behind it, and then the shots that they're getting like are fucking lit. The edits leading up to the shit is kind of like cinematic. Look how the the
It's
color
like
the color
glitchy.
grading on it, you know what I'm saying, is like cinematic type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
these
is pretty
motherfuckers are this is like a fucking MMA street fight, bro. Like this is what will really happen.
So when
if
there's
you was in
no-
the streets and you met a fucking MMA fighter, because this is a one round until somebody quits or fucking gets knocked the fuck out.
Oh Jesus!
So when there's no fights, like UFC fights going on or boxing fights going on, we need to watch these episodes.
Yeah, we do.
I've
Yeah,
never-
bro,
I've
they're
never
so hard.
seen this.
It's
Like, wow.
it's in Russia, and this shit
Oh,
is like
hell.
some underground shit. And to watch the fucking pay-per-views, you got to like sign up to their fucking website or whatever the fuck. But
That's
they put all the
crazy.
content here on.
I mean, the
The
only
YouTube.
I think the only unrealistic feature of it is, who's wearing booty shorts,
bro.
like in the real life.
You know what
But
this
I
really
know-
reminds me of, and it's fucking crazy because it says KOTS for King of the Streets,
King of the Dot.
King of the Dot. It reminds me of how the angles are shot at a
With
King
battle
of
rap,
the
I
Dot.
swear to God, I was thinking this is like battle rap,
It
but
looks
with your hand.
it looks
instead of your mouth.
exactly how the battle raps are shot for KOTD,
This is exactly what you do not want to happen in a battle rap.
bro. But these motherfuckers are beating each other's ass, bro. Like
How come I've never heard of
one
this?
round, they're not fucking taking any breaks. They're not sitting down to do
You just go
like
till you
drink
can't go.
water or no shit like that. Yeah, you go till you can't no more.
So
Do you
This
know
is an
how long-
actual fucking
How long
fight.
do they normally last?
I don't know. Shit, like 8 minutes or something.
This video is 4 minutes.
I mean, some of them have the intros and some of them, don't. So
are there restrictions? Like, you can't do this.
no,
or you
nigga
can't do
poked the nigga eye, bro. he smushed the nigga eye, bro. He tapped out because he smushed his fucking eye. Yeah,
that. So you could just gouge somebody's
bro.
eye?
Yes, yeah. If you're in a position where you,
It was
you
like
know what I mean?
street fighting, apparently.
He headbutt him and everything.
Oh,
Look,
I missed it.
It's over.
Oh,
It's over. Homeboy got rocked.
trying to.
But yeah,
Well,
bro.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, there's so much fucking crazy fight shit. Like,
How do you find these? You just search up fight
what I'm saying.
videos.
It's his algorithm.
Professional, non-professional.
now I don't remember how I came across that shit. I think it was no. It was a TikTok. Yeah,
Lovely
TikTok.
So I just followed your algorithm.
No, I came across the TikTok and then I had to figure out what it because it didn't say King of the Streets, or did it? I think it might have. Anyways, I googled it somehow and I found it and started fucking watching that shit.
Wait.
It was lit.
They showed that on TikTok,
Yeah,
and it had no warning thing like underneath it, or like
that's what I'm saying. People get away with the fucking most shit, bro. My ass don't get away with nothing. On that hoe.
bro. Like they're bear fight. Like you only see those on Twitter. You see bear fights on Twitter. That's why I really had to. I like to watch those fights.
I'm surprised YouTube allows that shit. Because these are non-sanctioned, real underground fights. As you could tell, if you really look at the video, the people in the background are fighters. They're all fighters. There's no fans there. And the niggas that are in the ring doing the refereeing and all that shit, or hosting or whatever, they don't ever talk, and they have masks on.
Oh, I did see one of the yeah.
That's crazy.
So you don't know who owns it, runs it. It's like some.
That's smart. That's
it's
hella
like some
smart.
grimy shit, yo.
And it's in Russia, so I'm just saying,
That's
they're
lit.
they're
But they have
hardcore in
a
Russia.
bunch of American motherfuckers go over there and fight.
I'm just saying,
That
Russia's
shit might
hardcore.
not even fucking be in Russia.
Oh.
Probably in some obscure warehouse like down the block from here. You know what I mean?
It's in the
Maybe.
Bronx.
Who the fuck would know? You know
We're
what I
in
mean?
Dubai. Meanwhile, they're in the corner of Houston. Nah,
Yeah, but-
but YouTube probably just looked at it and was like, looks professional enough. We'll allow it. Because
Yeah,
all of them edits, probably.
yeah. So fighting is going wild, bro. But speaking of fighters, that boy Jake Paul obviously has.
Oh, yeah, the
something to-
best fighter. Yeah.
He had something to say about the boy Dana White.
Oh Lord, it's 6 minutes long, so I know we won't
Nah,
play the
we
whole
not
thing.
we not playing it at all.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? We're not
Yeah.
playing that at all. We definitely getting a copy strike for that shit.
But do you want to kind of like summarize it? And-
Yeah, give me a summary. I didn't watch this.
You want to do it?
You're the Jake
I
Paul
wouldn't.
fan.
I wouldn't explain it good.
So, I mean, I've been doing a lot of talking. You don't just go ahead. You do it.
Basically, he's gonna do. I think it's already existing. No, like the organization.
For what?
Yeah, PFL is already.
Yeah, so he's gonna join them as one of the owners or like partners or whatever, and he wants to fight. Nate Diaz.
What?
Yeah, he
He
was
called
calling
out
him out. Yeah,
for a boxing match and then an MMA fight, 2-fight
Mm-hmm.
deal on the PFL.
So he wants to fight him twice, once boxing and then
Yeah.
once MMA.
Right. And then he's coming on to the PFL team as a influencer, basically.
Mhm.
So they're gonna take. He's basically the promotion. He's gonna be on the promotion team. They're gonna take all the top fighters and blow them up. Basically, he's gonna help with all his social media following and everything. Basically, the same shit that he was doing with Amanda Serrano and all the other fools that got on his boxing cards and shit that he was trying to hype
That's
them
a
up.
good lane for him.
Right. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, he knows how to get your attention.
MMA fans are not as forgiving as boxing fans. I'll tell you that much because he was like able to turn people into boxing fans. MMA is the hot thing right now. You know what I'm saying? And they're very picky. It's like a cult. You know what I'm saying? They're very picky who they fuck with, who they don't fuck with.
But he'll bring more people into it like he did boxing, I think.
But see, look, this is how he like, if he wants to grab everyone's attention, is if he fight it. Let's say he does fight Nate Diaz. The first thought I had of that, like, was that if they do fight, he would go wrestling mode. If he didn't go wrestling mode and he just went fist to fist, hands to hands to Nate Diaz.
Well, that's where the boxing comes
in. And then possibly knock him out. I think that would gain like a little bit more respect. You know what I mean? Not all the way though, but grapples. You know, because Nate's kind of old. You know what I'm saying? And he just retire?
Old?
Or he did retire?
Old?
No. His contract was just over with the UFC.
Oh yeah. But
he is old.
But people
as far as a fighter.
I was like,
He's been in the UFC for like a fucking minute.
How old is he?
He's probably my age. Yeah, but
that old.
37. He's younger than me.
In fighting years though, he's fucking hella old. I think he started when he was like fucking under 18.
Under 18?
Under 18. Well, with jiu-jitsu. That's what I'm saying. If he goes wrestling mode, he's definitely getting choked out, arm barred, fucking.
Oh, yeah, because Nate's not really trash at wrestling, you know what I mean? So he knows a little bit. But I just feel like he would just give respect going hand to hand with Nate, being that Nate is known for, you know, eating punches and then, you know, trying to walk down on somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then if Jake walked down on him.
You think Nate's going to take it?
I don't know.
I feel like Jake would.
Depends on how much money they offer him.
Yeah, true.
And I would take it. Like, I want you to get in that MMA ring, bro, or octagon or whatever.
See, I feel like Nate's the only person that would like take the money and fold like a lot. Like he would take a loss for the money.
Nah,
I feel like
they were saying that about his last fight. That's what he was gonna do.
Yeah, nah, Nate.
But it's like I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
And so
he's got too much heart.
And so this shit confused me too because like Dana is always big up in PFL or whatever because they show them like on ESPN as well, and he's been saying like the owner of that shit is a cool guy, and so I'm interested to see if he's gonna switch up.
Yeah, he's like, that's a terrible platform. Don't support it.
Because before he's like they're doing some good things over there and this and this,
keeping his options open.
He'll definitely
before, you know what I'm saying, like because have they brought some people? I'm pretty sure they brought some people over from the PFL to the UFC, but either way, you know, all these other fight leagues or whatever you want to call them, they're just breeding grounds for the UFC at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like the UFC is a monster, bro. Like
it's the motherboard.
It's the big machine, and these other fucking places are just gas stations. You know what I'm saying? And they use their gas to fucking run the machine. That's it. So, you know, but the UFC has been doing their thing with the Contender Series, and Dana White's looking for a fight, and the Ultimate Fighter and shit like that to find now talent like Bo Nickel and the Rosas, the little Mexican dude. That really didn't have any fights, or you know what I'm saying, there's even been people with 0 fights in their shit that he's given opportunities to fight, and you know what I'm saying, find new talent, brand new talent, and bringing them in. So
because you never know who's the talent until you like actually, you know what I'm saying, like that whole thing where it's like you miss all your shots that you don't take or whatever, you know, so you just roll the dice and see what happens, you know. Might get another Conor McGregor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Logan, Jake. Jake,
The Logan brothers.
Jake Paul, Logan's little brother.
Oh wow.
The disrespect you put on the best athlete in the world. No.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to do some other shit. I think it's pretty brave of him to be trying to jump into MMA, bro, because there's a high chance of him getting his ass whooped in the MMA. Very high. Even with the lowest of levels of people that he could fight in an MMA ring or octagon or UFC. It's weird because UFC has the octagon like trademark. You can't have an octagon.
Smart for them though. Smart.
If you notice, like all the other ones are round.
Yeah, Bellator has a round one.
Yeah. So, but everybody knows it as the octagon. So, anyways,
I think it's dope though. Like, it has to say a lot about your character when you're not. I'm not saying he's not scared or nervous or whatever, but he's willing to get out there and try something new.
Paul hates him. Lizard fucking hates
On
him. He was
his
going
nuts
off in
for
the group
real,
chat.
like-
I was like, "You old head motherfucker, bro."
Like, there's no reason to hate him.
I was like, "Type people like you is what keeps him rich." You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
don't
you're
know.
gonna keep watching because
think-
that's the Mayweather
No,
effect.
he
I
said-
think his hate is coming from a place of like, I'm not jumping on that bandwagon. I'm not gonna go with it. Like,
He said he like stopped watching him. I forgot which fight he said, but he
Cap.
said he stopped watching him.
Cap,
Yeah, he said he only watched the first fight and
Cap.
hasn't watched any other ones after that.
cap.
I mean, just ask him, who won in the Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva and just see, see what he says.
No, he'll know because of like seeing it on TikTok or something or a headline or something. That's what he'll say. I call him calling Lizard out. That's what
I mean, you could tell, like, just, the way he presents it, like, oh no, I saw that on TikTok, like, the way he said, you know what I mean?
He also says he
See
hates
if
the
he's
Cowboys,
lo-
but he used
like-
to watch them too. So I don't know.
Right. That was one of my comebacks. I was like, "Don't make me fucking expose you, you fucking faker."
I have we have pictures.
I got pictures. He got a big ass Cowboy jersey on, dog.
Yep.
Tom Brady fan. Oh my.
Yeah, Tom Brady, dick rider.
For
Fuck
real?
a fan.
He's like 40 years old.
So my shit was he was like, I started following Tom Brady when they were losing. I said, oh, so you left a losing team to go follow another losing team? Makes sense, bro.
No, I think you know what a kid stops believing in Santa or starts hating Santa when they don't get what they want, right? So I'm thinking maybe he had like a big bet or something. The Cowboys let him down, so he's like, man, fuck that team. But
Bro, he
I
said,
don't know. They let him down like Santa let most kids or some kids down.
he said he said something like, I pray with my whole life that Jake Paul gets knocked out. I was like, you just wish on a man's downfall?
Well, I mean, I do that to some people.
So the label of this, you know what I'm saying, my clickbait title is going to be white people down bad this week. So speaking of Jake, we got Logan Paul with his fucking bullshit in the news being a fucking scammer, a crypto scammer.
What?
Yeah, dog got called out. What's the dude's name? I forget the guy's name. He's a
Something
YouTuber.
Cup or like,
I forget the dude's name.
it's a white guy with suspenders on. He sits in like some green.
Yeah, he does investigative work on different people or whatever, mostly YouTubers, I want to say. But he did a lot of shit on like the NFTs and all that other shit. And yeah, he's being accused of scamming his fans out of $6 million in a project or whatever the fuck. Long story short, Logan said that he never sold any of his coins.
CoffeeZilla.
Yeah, CoffeeZilla. Excuse me. He never sold any of his coins and shit. And his partner, which is his manager, he never sold any of his shit. So they've held firm. There's been a lot of fuck shit going on behind the scenes. People stealing money and being actual scammers that he put in place to help him run the business and shit. And they fucked him and Jeff over. But legally, Logan couldn't speak about the shit. But since Homeboy put this like hit piece out on him, he told the lawyer to go fuck himself and his team. Like, I'm speaking on it. He put out a whole YouTube video and telling this dude, CoffeeZilla, now you're being sued, bitch.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, like CoffeeZilla made like 3 parts, I think it was, over the span of like a whole year. And I think it was Logan who said that he actually learned some things based off of CoffeeZilla's videos that he didn't know prior to, you know what I mean? And some people are saying that, like, he didn't even apologize to the people who bought into, what's it called? The zoo thing?
Crypto zoo.
Yeah, like people who bought those eggs and stuff like that. He didn't apologize to them. He was just like, I'm going to sue CoffeeZilla, you know?
Right. So basically what this thing was supposed to be a crypto project that was similar to like Pokemon. So you're buying these eggs, and then you got to like sit on the egg to hatch, and I guess like that's the build of the money part, sitting on the egg to hatch, and then once the egg hatches, then you get this custom like animal thing. I don't know the full shit, but I'm just kind of
you hold on to it.
Then you can breed it with other ones and create a brand new creature
Pokemon.
Or whatever the fuck, and grow its worth or whatever the fuck. So yeah, it sounds kind of interesting.
You would hold on to it, and then like that money building up, you can't use it until you sell that one,
right?
And then you get all that currency from that creature
which is crazy because like if you really had to define it and really like it's crypto mixed with NFT. It's like a 50-50, because you get like an art project and supposedly it's like spendable money. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more NFT project than it actually is crypto, but whatever, however you want to label it. But yeah, so he's down bad off of that. And then also in the same episode, man, he had to apologize for the statements that he made to his best friend,
George
Janko. He
my boy.
He was talking down about, you know what I'm saying, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christos. You know what I mean?
Bro, like I told him, I said literally when I was watching the Impulsive episode, I watched like half of the part where he was talking about CoffeeZilla because I skipped it so that I can watch him apologize to George, and I really wanted to see that segment and see if he actually like really apologizes or really
like was it a sincere apology?
Yeah,
or just like all right, my bad, fool, like get over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he did.
Was it sincere?
Yeah. He was saying how like the backlash was crazy.
I don't know if it was sincere.
No, dead seriously, I think.
Nah, hell no. Because as I'm listening to this shit, it's like a total turnaround of where the fuck he was at. And I get it. Some days you can be on one, and he said he was having like a fucking weird day, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. Some days you can be on one, say some wild shit or whatever, or you could be trolling or whatever the case may be.
He was high. He was high on that.
I know, it just seemed like
it was more
too
excuses.
Convenient. You know what I'm saying? You're fucked up off of this crypto shit. Now you're making a heartfelt, you know what I'm saying, apology to your best friend, and to the world about, you know what I'm saying, the things that you said about his religion and things that, it just seemed all too like it's too convenient.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I thought of that.
Had the crypto shit not happened, I don't think we get this apology.
No, it was blowing up. That crypto thing came after, I think. But like
just saying.
I thought like that, but then I really thought about it and like the whole Japan situation, he low-key probably got PTSD off of that, and it snapped for him. But he was like, oh, shoot, I'm back in this position again.
I'm going to clickbait him real quick because I didn't watch his apology. Obviously, I didn't even know this was going on. But there's a quote that says, this is Logan talking, the fact that we were able to reach a common ground as we always do is why I think I'm so comfortable being so blunt with you sometimes. I shouldn't have done it in the way that I did it. To me, that sounds like I'm not sorry I did it. I just probably should have done it in a different way.
I mean, that's what he was saying. He was saying his delivery was poor. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but
he still believes in those.
The thing of it is Logan folds every time he gets pressed on some cancel shit. He folds every single time.
He's like, the dark is coming. No, I need to be on the light.
When really It should have been a light apology. Like, look, we talked about it off camera, bro, and I want it since it happened on camera. I want to apologize to you for the things I said. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But you know what I'm saying. This is what we do. We're here having fun, talking shit. You know what I'm saying, being blunt. You know what I mean, and you know. I felt like XYZ, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I went too far on it, but you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. It is what it is.
So how long
I
have they
already
been friends?
apologized. Why do I need to fucking have a 45-minute conversation about apologizing about this shit? And now saying when he didn't before, all of a sudden he believes and he's a follower and God showed
The
him
wrath of
because
God.
after he said that
No, he don't believe in the same God though.
But no, and if you really listen to the episode, this fool was saying that God showed me, and he was believing more in what George was talking about, and now he's like a believer and all this other shit because he got he got food poisoning, and then he got food poisoning, and he got alcohol poisoning after, and then something else happened.
He had
to him.
cameras stolen from him. $20,000 worth of cameras.
Not
here.
stolen. They took
took
them. They confiscated them. They gave them back, but they didn't have them for that weekend.
So look, it says, Logan says, Qatar was the first time I felt the wrath of God. I defamed Jesus and God, and I felt the wrath. So
And see, he never, and then he went on and said that shit. The only one time he said,
he said, I'm not a fucking antichrist. I believe in God.
Well, because he believes in like the universe God, you know what I mean? Like, what are those called? Like their God is the universe.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like he believes
But-
in the
but
like some
energy.
spiritual,
Energy.
like
yes,
you know what I
and
mean?
that's what he was saying. He was saying energy is what he was saying. He believes in energy, but in this episode, he's not saying that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he's switching up and he's talking about Jesus and shit. He is. Go
Well, because
listen to it again, bro.
he was apologizing for, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like,
okay, I see what Mia was saying because he's saying people don't think I believe in God. It might not identify as the same God as you, but it was very telling to me how the cosmic energy of the universe and then ... So obviously they're not saying everything. Just went right back around and put me in my place.
Andrew Tate in the ad in the corner, but
So, but that
Free
it's
the
almost
top
like
G.
it's almost like that's him admitting
Listen to me,
I was
bro.
wrong.
Yeah.
That there is a God, and
Right.
what I was saying was wrong.
I mean, he
don't
always
know.
said
So
that
it's
there
like
was a God,
but
but-
like so he's coming back.
To
Like
me,
he's
that's what I
backpedaling.
took from it. You could probably take something different from it, but
yeah, I was just saying.
I've been
like,
watching Logan probably longer than you have. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could pick this fool apart. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I ain't scared to say I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying, of the Paul brothers. But
Who isn't?
nah, but I see like, you know.
I mean,
You
I
see the
seen
clown
their
shit.
videos
You
too,
know the
yeah.
clown shit. You know the fake shit when it happens, bro. If you watch them enough, you can tell it. You can
Say
point
just
it
because
out.
you're a fan doesn't mean you have to like everything they do or say. And this
Yeah,
is one of
nah.
the things he doesn't like about Logan is that he cowers down too easily.
Yeah, but then wants to act like he's, you know what I'm saying, like the man type shit.
Well,
Whenever
'cause,
he
like-
started, he was see.
He's
and
not
this is
top
part,
G.
Yeah, this is part of that shit too because you went crazy on fucking Andrew Tate and shit, and then now it's on you, and then you're just fucking cowering down like.
Well, because imagine this, like, before Japan, right? He was on this, like, high testosterone, like, just screaming at the camera, just ridiculous, right? That was him. That's him. But then Japan happened, and it just cut his ego, like, in half, and his personality in half,
call
everything
that
in half.
humbling you.
And no, like, it just messed up
Yeah,
his
he
head.
didn't want to even do that shit.
It
no
messed
more.
up his head.
After
like,
that, he
didn't
really
know,
didn't vlog.
Yeah, he didn't know how to like function or work. So it's
Yeah.
like something that scars you that bad and makes it on TV, news state. Like, bro, who wouldn't like be messed off of that? Like, so I think like
The top G.
like that's why probably like the reason why he apologizes so easily is because like I said, the pressure
He doesn't want to be canceled. He doesn't want to have to be in that type of spotlight.
well, and the wrath of the internet is just like super crazy. The pressure that comes with it is
Yeah.
like enormous and crazy.
And then, okay, so to finish out the Logan conversation, this is the thing that brought it all full circle when I'm saying, like, it's all too convenient. The crypto shit happens, and he's apologizing for the Jesus talk. And then in the middle of, after they're about to get out of there, this motherfucker's like, oh, yeah, I wasn't going to do it this episode, but I guess, you know what I'm saying? We're launching Prime energy drinks. Like, brand new flavors coming soon. Like, he's starting to promote like a new like, bro, like you could have just got out of there, saved that shit for the next episode. It wasn't gonna hurt you to, you know what I'm saying, just push that shit off for one episode and announce that shit on, or announce it by itself. Put out just a YouTube little commercial or some shit and promote that shit, bro. To me, that was the apology tour to get back in the good graces. Now, that's the shit that CoffeeZilla was saying about the whole crypto shit. He was dropping other projects while this shit was on hold, or people didn't know what the fuck was going on and they got fucked out of their money. But he's still doing other projects. He's still doing the NFT shit with the photos or whatever, the 99 originals or whatever the fuck it was. And then, you know, Prime is coming out and all this other shit while these fucking people are over. And it would make them people think that, like, this nigga got my $6 million and he's fucking putting it into all this other shit. And we're fucked over here and he ain't even helping us.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
I just think it is a coincidence that everything's happening like that, but I don't think it's like he's intentionally doing that.
It looked bad to me, bro. It was very cringe. When he did that shit, bro, I was like, and to the point that you made when we were speaking about this shit, he interrupted Mike after, like, his apology and his heartfelt, and you know what I'm saying, and he's all about his friends, and then Mike goes like, yeah, I'm gonna start 75 hard or whatever. I'm gonna go on.
Well, it was George, but yeah,
I'm gonna do the diet shit. No, it was Mike.
No,
Mike
I'm saying like George interrupted him, but
yeah, but then Logan backdoored and then announced the shit off the interruption, and Mike is just sitting there like,
well, fuck me. Wow.
And then they're like, oh, what you want? And he's like, no, never mind. But it's just very cringe. I'm just sitting there like,
Logan, sometimes less is more. Just shut
dog,
up.
like, you don't gotta say everything on this fucking
No,
pod,
I think
dog.
it was more bad on George in that moment, because it was like George was speaking like, you know, I learned that, you know, when we talk to people and discuss these situations, we should speak out of love and, like, you know, not out of just hatred and just yelling at each other. And then later at the end, then he's all like cutting Mike off.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And I thought that was kind of hilarious, but I was like, bro, really?
But yeah, so enough about that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Logan can, you know, dig itself out of that fucking situation. I'm still a fan, bro, but I'm going to speak, you know, my mind on this shit.
I said, like, he dug himself out of Japan. Like,
yeah, he'll be all right.
He's good, bro.
And he got a lot of money. He's all right. But another white guy down bad this week, Skip Bayless. You know what I'm saying? He made some tweets, you know, about the game being canceled when homeboy got hurt, Damar Hamlin, during the game of the Bills in Cincinnati, and supposedly, not supposedly, I mean, he did make the tweet. If you can find the tweet.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, and the guys.
You have one job.
You know the guy is like
well, Google person.
You know the guy's well right now, right? Like,
he's getting better.
Yeah, I had seen that on Twitter. I was like,
yeah, thank God. You know what I'm saying?
Because, like, what? It was like, is he on offense or?
I think he was a defensive player. He was like making the tackle.
Yeah, but then he got like, bro, that clip was so confusing. I just seen him fall back. Like, I was like, oh.
They say he took a hit to the chest, and then, like, I guess, you know, he hit at the right time, you know what I'm saying, and your heart skip a beat or stop. And then he tried to stand up and he passed out.
So it was nothing with his head?
Nah, it was his chest, I guess.
Oh, I thought he hit like the back. It did look like he hit the back of his head.
I'm pretty sure when he fell, he hit his fucking head, but yeah.
That is so crazy.
To pull up Skip Bayless' tweet, Google Skip Bayless' tweet.
I did that. Thank you.
So, like,
Just go to images. It's probably there. Look at me doing your job.
and then they canceled the game. No, like,
It's crazy.
I think they canceled the game.
Why does your computer do that shit? Why won't it just pull up the fucking picture? There. Said no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of the game, but how? This late in the season. A game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems irrelevant. How like me reading that and looking at that shit, I don't see it bad. I see, cool, it's like probably wrong timing as far as he was tweeting exactly as it was happening. But he's just saying what every fucking fan is thinking. Damn, bro, like, because games really don't get stopped like that. There's like a few in history that ever got, like, I guess, stopped like that. And not this late in the season or whatever. But by the end of the shit, he's saying, well, I mean, and knowing all that, and it suddenly just seems irrelevant because everything, it just matters about, homeboy. Mm-hmm. Is he all right? Is he good? And so Shannon and Skip go on the show together, and they've been arguing, I suppose, prior to this shit. And then so fucking Skip, like, he's talking to Skip, and he's saying, I mean, pretty sure everybody's seen the clip or whatever.
It's like,
but
you're not the best football player. You're trash, basically.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like when after the tweet. And then he's like, hopefully Skip takes the tweet down, and Skip interrupts him. He's like, oh, hold on. He was like, I'm not taking the tweet down. I stand on everything that I said. And he was like, nobody had a problem with it here. And Shannon had a super big problem with that. And this week he actually was no-showed for the show or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, she's protesting the show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, I could see where he's coming from, but a little, just.
Well, because that moment happened, and then he tweeted that right after. So
right.
It's like they're going through it right now. They don't even know if he's okay. Like,
right.
And then it makes it look insensitive, the tweet. And, people are saying, like, well, he was like a reporter, you know what I'm saying? So it's just natural because reporters are just like, they don't really care or value about the play. They really care about, the games and the stats and stuff like that. Like,
so a player got injured during a game.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other.
And he's saying, why would they stop the game?
There's other text that would go in. I mean, there's other tweets and shit that would go in the context of how this was said as well. But I mean, look at it. Stop moving. Let me read it.
At the screen.
Do you want to know about the fucking tweet or not? It says, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of the game. But how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome. ... Which suddenly seems fucking irrelevant. Like, what does that mean? Yeah, I'm saying this, but right now it's just like, fuck, I hope homeboy is all right. If he would have probably added, like, which seems irrelevant,
hope he's
prayers
okay.
to
Yeah.
DeMar Hamlin. You know what I'm saying? If he would have said just prayers to DeMar Hamlin after that, like in that tweet,
but I'm saying, like,
nobody would say nothing. Isaiah Thomas is saying, hope they fire you, bro.
well, it's
For even thinking of this,
thinking of the game is very sad.
Right.
Thinking of the game instead of the individual. But I'm just saying, players get hurt all the time. They get wheeled off, and the game goes on.
But this is the first time I think somebody has died on the actual field. He died. They had to resuscitate him.
Oh, so he's still dead?
They had to give him CPR on the fucking field.
Okay.
He's alive. But, like,
But they had him in ICU for fucking like a week or some shit, medicated up. You know what I'm saying? Like sedated on a breathing machine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like we said about Logan, it's all about delivery, like delivering the message. The way he delivered that message, it's not right. I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, like he could have said like, dang. Like,
Also, this
what
is coming
gonna
from
do
somebody
with the
who
league?
doesn't watch Skip Bayless.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I see him in
I know you casually see him here, there. You know what I'm saying? But if you know how he talks and the things that he says and how he moves and how he been doing this shit for years and years, like that tweet doesn't seem bad to me. I don't know. Like I'm saying, if he would have added just the prayers to DeMar Hamlin or whatever.
But I don't think the personality should excuse something like that, bro. Like it literally just happened. Somebody almost died, and then you talking about something like, but what about the game? That's what the message seemed like. If he went like a little bit like, dang, I hope he gets better. Like if he went a little bit, like
added a couple more words.
Yeah. It would have made it all right. That's what I'm saying. He could have still talked about
and he did an apology. He did a separate
league?
apology tweet that said nothing is more important than that young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry it was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is relevant. I pray for him and will continue to. But you're right. He could have added a couple extra or replaced irrelevant with hope he's okay and like Dad said, the prayers for the family.
And like if you know how the internet works, the internet's not going to go that deep, and like they're only going to look at that one tweet. Yeah. Might as well cover it in that one tweet, because nobody's going to go down in the replies and see like.
But while he was making this tweet, he didn't know that the guy like flatlined essentially. They just seen that he was laying on the ground, or I mean,
no,
it wasn't known.
They knew.
Oh, they knew.
They just didn't know if he was going to be alive or like
he would survive it or not.
But.
That's crazy. That's intense. I didn't realize. Well, clearly I haven't been paying attention. I didn't know that happened. But yes, prayers to the dude's family. But I know there's injuries on the field and the game keeps going, but not to this extent. So yeah, it's like great territory. So did they stop the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they canceled it. Yeah.
They canceled it. They didn't postpone it. They canceled it.
No, they canceled.
And it was supposed to be a game to see who's going to go to the playoffs, and you know what I'm saying. So it was an important game, but
not more important than
his life. I mean, they would have figured out all that shit afterwards.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, because they can reschedule the game or whatever if need be. But wow, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so you don't know nothing about the rescheduling. Like you don't know.
They're not rescheduling.
If it was canceled, it's done. Postponed or to be continued would be that it's going to happen. But if it's canceled, a canceled game doesn't rehappen. That's crazy. Man, wow. Okay. So,
So what now?
Wow. So speaking on NFL, we had this one where how much do you think the water boy makes?
So the tweets before that were not exactly sure what happened to DeMar Hamlin. Players on both teams are shaken. Ambulance on field. CPR administered. Can't remember. Play being stopped for this length of time. Just said a prayer for him and his family. That was the first tweet he tweeted about this shit.
Wow. Oh, so they're just dismissing the previous.
That's what
tweet.
I'm saying.
Wow.
People are like, it's context with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first fucking tweet he tweeted about what happened. Just said a prayer for him and his family. He said, then his next tweet, I seen so many horrific injuries suffered on the football field. Yeah, I have never seen a reaction like this in every other situation I've witnessed or covered. The game always went on fairly quickly. The attitude was, hey, this is football, in quotations or whatever. For the players, it was different.
Yeah.
And then the next one was no doubt that, you know what I'm saying? And then, so, he's just giving his take on
what's
whatever
happening in the moment and his
thoughts. Per tweet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't trying to put out a book every time. But if you're following him, this is why you're following him. You're not following for one tweet.
Is there still a limit?
There still is a limit, but it's longer. But there still is a limit.
999.
No, there's not. Is it?
Yeah, the limit.
Nah, is it that much?
Or it's like 1,000.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
How many do you think it is?
I don't know. It's not fucking 999.
Yeah.
Take a guess. What's your guess?
250.
And you're
characters.
saying 999 characters. You
Come on.
right? Okay.
280.
280.
Fuck you, Mimo. Stupid ass.
Like,
999. Shut your dumb ass up.
no, I was like, oh, I did see it too. I ain't gonna lie.
But this is the shit I'm talking about. People are so quick to fucking judge, bro, instead of fucking, you know what I mean? And then they're pushing for him to fucking lose his job. It's like, what, bro?
Wow.
The first thing that came out of his mouth were prayers for him and his family. Like, and then he's just talking. And then still ends the whole thing with, well, even though everybody's probably thinking this shit and the shit that I've seen, it all just suddenly seems so irrelevant because implying I give a fuck about him. I'd rather have him healthy and good than see a fucking game.
Yeah. But you know what would have been better is that if he didn't post that, but then he talked it on the show because.
But he's a fucking analyst, bro. He's a journalist. Yeah. Like this is what he does.
People need to stop and look at the
whole
picture.
You already covered it with the previous tweet. Like you don't have to go in that depth, but do it on the show where.
But okay, so after he's read the previous tweets, he's already prayed for his family. He's already posted that he's praying for his family, so he shouldn't have to repost that during every post. I mean, he could do a hashtag praying for him or whatever. But yep, you shouldn't have to repeat yourself just to CYA every fucking post you make. People need to quit doing that.
Yeah.
Well, it comes with the game. You know.
But hold on. In going back and reading those 3 tweets, bro, Shannon should have been able to do that shit too and seen where the fuck he was coming from. It's kind of a little bit ridiculous for him to be fucking, you know, I get it. I get him being a football player and feeling that way or whatever the fuck, but I think it's more than that. I think they've been having issues, you know what I'm saying? And then this was the fucking straw that broke the camel's back type shit. But
so, okay, when somebody sends you a message, like a TikTok, let's just say it's a TikTok, right? And they're like, you see that one TikTok, you think, man, this person's fucked up. Like, why would they say something like that? What is your first knee-jerk reaction?
To watch YouTube.
Oh, wow. So for me, like, I'm like, if it's on TikTok, so I said TikTok. So if it's me and you send me one and I'm just like, damn, that person's fucked up. I go to their profile and watch just a couple of their other videos just to see, like, is this really how they are? Or, like...
No, if it's like an interview style, I try to go and find that interview and I want to see before and after type shit. Like,
oh, no, I meant, like, I was going to just, like, not care about it and just watch some other videos. Like, I don't get invested like that. If somebody's like, oh, look at this terrible person.
I'm just saying, if I seen a tweet and I was like, damn, that's fucked up, I'm going to go to their Twitters and see what else is going on.
That's what I'm saying. That's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then this all could have been avoided.
Yeah. Well, anyways, DeMar Hamlin is getting better, obviously, from what they say. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I'm saying, hopefully it makes a speedy recovery. But they did not talk about the fucking lineman that died, like, the week before or week after or some shit like that. Same type of thing.
On the same team?
Collapsed, no, different team. Collapsed at his girl's house and done for. You know what I'm saying? So prayers to him. I don't know his name or whatever. I just randomly seen that shit today. But on to a lighter note, the water boy in the NFL.
Water boy, just the movie.
How much you think the water boy make?
Off the movie? No.
Bro.
Like, how many water boys are there? I don't even know.
But, I mean, there's fucking, I don't know, a lot of teams, bro.
I would say, like,
with a lot of people on that shit, they got to have at least fucking, I don't know, 5 to 8 to 10 water boys.
But, like, their job is not that crucial, so, like, 10,000.
What you mean? You supplying water.
You're not buying the water. You're just handing it out.
High quality H2O.
They're like, no. they're like when y'all are laying on the couch and then you're like, hey, can you give me the remote?
No, you're wrong, Colonel Sanders. Mama's right.
Women are the devil.
All right, go ahead.
Like somebody's like laying on the couch, you know what I'm saying? And then they ask somebody to come over and get the remote for them. That's all the way over there. Like, it's the same thing. You didn't buy that remote. Yes,
bro.
it is.
No, it's not.
You're just doing the transportation. Like,
listen,
here's the water.
Hold on, because a lot of times they double as like physical therapists and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Personal trainers.
But I'm saying like water boy position. Like, we're not adding extra stuff. Water boy position is.
It's not just as cut and dry as you make it sound.
It is.
No, it's not.
How?
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Read the fucking article.
How much do you think they make, Mimo? That's the question. How much do you think
I
they
said
make?
10,000.
You're wrong. I closed the article. What do you? I mean, the whole point was how much
Wait,
they
you
make.
didn't even
They
get
make.
Someday.
Are we
You
gonna
didn't
say how
guess.
much they make?
Yeah, say it.
Okay, $53K.
That's bullshit.
53K is no.
No, apparently
10,000 is our
yeah, we Googled and what like the average American
is 50,000.
nah, she
like
said
40.
70 some shit.
72. In Texas. It was in Texas. It
Texas.
varies from state to state. But national wide, it was like 72.
You said 50 something. So let's go with the middle. You know what I'm saying? Let's say 60.
But
That's still bullshit. Like
a water boy making as much as somebody at a job. Well,
that's what I'm saying. The water boys making what you say 30 35
53.
53? That's still bullshit, bro.
Oh.
wait, do they have like
54 was the national for U.S. as a whole country. 54.
do they have like a
72 is for
dress
Texas.
code?
Yes, they have a uniform.
They do?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I don't know for a fact. That's a fun fact. I don't know.
I mean, you get to fly around with the team, you know what I'm saying? Be around football players and shit, you feel me?
But
Like
you water boy.
you mad water boyish, you know what I'm saying? and you stretching them out, you doing all the, you know what I'm saying? The physical therapy work,
stretching-
dumbass. That's what I keep trying to
you
tell
stretching
you.
grown
Oh,
men.
my
Oh,
God.
brother. How much do they make?
But if you read the fucking article, it says it in that shit that they fucking double as fucking like, because that's what they are basically, is physical therapists. And that shit is more like an intern type job that you're getting paid for. You know what I'm saying?
But I was just saying, like, I
To get
know
their rep up, to get onto a better team and a better position. But it's basically the water boy, and they double as like helping as far as like physical therapy and taping.
All right, so
like
this guy
taping their fucking wrists and arms and hands and whatever the fuck.
This guy says, now there's a misconception that these people just hand out water and towels. They are trainers on the athletes' training staff. Most of them have athletic training degrees or
There we go.
degrees in learning the craft of training players, injuries, and helping guys stay safe or stay healthy. Sorry.
But literally what I'm saying is take away that. How much is a water boy worth? It's not worth
Your
that
hydration.
much, bro.
Your hydration. That's what he's worth. Your hydration.
But you're transporting the water. They're just like, here you go, get
Bro,
him
that's
water.
not all they do. You just heard
I
this.
just
How much do the NFL players
listen,
make?
Listen, Linda.
You don't fucking listen. You got headphones. Let me
I
turn this
hear
shit
you.
up for you.
Literally, I hear you.
That
I'm
nigga's eyes
saying,
is like,
I'm saying, take away that part. What is the value of just doing the water and towels?
my
not
man,
the physical
my man went to
therapy.
fucking college and got a fucking physical therapy degree to go be a water boy for 50
But
grand.
he's saying, okay, taking away the training stuff, if they were only serving water and towels, how much do you think they should make? If they were only serving water and towels.
Literally, when I said,
I mean,
3
you
times.
work like for a fucking football team. What the fuck should you get paid?
That's what I'm saying. How much is the
Nothing.
average? How much
What the fuck?
You're passing water.
What is the average? Oh,
You don't give the goddamn water and Gatorade and shit. Then motherfuckers, more niggas dying out on the field.
But anybody can go grab the
players, The players are making anywhere from 2.1 to 4.3 million dollars.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Give
what
my
is
man
50
$100 grand.
What is
100
53?
grand.
$100 grand. You the best
Why?
water boy in the world, dog.
So you be comfortable? You would be comfortable working your job right now, making I don't know how much you make, but a water boy making more.
They went to fucking college to get that position. These are not fucking average crackheads off the fucking street that they just say, hey, come over here, feed them water. No. You can't just get this fucking job without a fucking degree, I'm sure.
Qualifications: water boy, a high
Oh, well,
school
high school
diploma,
diploma.
or equivalent.
Apparently, crackheads can be fucking water boys.
Yeah, I think you need to retract and apologize.
No,
to me.
I don't.
Yeah.
Nigga, it said it in the fucking article. She read it out loud.
I did. No, okay. So you can be a water boy without a degree, but most of them already have a degree, and this is their entry into being a physical therapist for the NFL. So why would you just go get somebody that doesn't want to do anything else?
Just like I said before, multiple times, this is an
Y'all keep infusing
this is an
the
entry
two.
level position. That's kind of like an internship to be a physical therapist.
I get that it's like they do this and that. I get it. They have like 2 jobs.
I get what you're
essentially.
saying,
Okay,
and
so-
we'll take it
so-
away. I still say that that's some bullshit
And I
pay
think-
just to give motherfuckers water.
No,
That's what I just said.
I said it was bullshit pay.
I think
You said that it was a lot.
Okay, hold on, boys, men, chill. I think if somebody came in without a degree, they would definitely pay them less. But if they have a degree, they're going to pay them more because
We're not
you
even
typically
talking about degrees, bro.
I know, but
We're
you're
not
saying
even
you're
talking about
saying
degrees.
taking it away. If the NFL knew you came in with no degree, you only had a high school diploma, you've never had any other experience. If they so happen to hire you, you're probably not going to get paid $53K.
Nah,
You're going to get paid
probably-
less.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
You're
what
getting
I'm
paid
saying.
less.
That's what
But-
I've been
No,
saying.
but you're saying what is that?
No, that's what
saying,
I
I
was
hear
saying.
you.
I
No,
don't know what
you
think I was
nigga,
saying.
you
That's
asked me
I was
what do
saying.
you think that it's worth?
Yes, with just passing the
And
water.
this is how all of our
and the
conversations
towels.
And I
go.
said more.
Even off the
More
pod.
than 10,000.
Yes. I said give my man 100 thou wow.
You're
If he
at,
has a
look,
degree.
you're at a
No,
NFL.
I mean if he has a degree,
even
yes.
said-
If he don't have a degree,
53.
53 is fine. 53.
No.
I could deal on that.
You even said that he is going to all of the games. He has potentially like floor
He's like a-
seats of this game.
He should make like money like the Playboy bunnies make. You're already there. You're already getting all the benefits. You just get a little extra on top.
Probably. Shoot, they didn't pay my boy
But hold on.
Adam.
I mean, if
Sandler.
it's like-
Are all of their flights free, or do the NFL players still have to pay for their flights?
The NFL players pay for their. Are you retarded?
No, I'm just saying. Like, do
No.
they still pay for their flights?
No.
I don't know. Do you know?
Yes. Look, Google it. What the fuck? Why would they have to pay for their flights?
I don't know.
They have like team planes and shit. Like,
They covered the whole team for the whole thing. I think the hotel.
I mean,
too,
I'm
right?
pretty sure if they want to take their own private jet, then yeah, they're gonna have to pay for that shit. But
That's kind of dumb to put your whole team on one plane.
I mean,
That's
but
hella dumb.
nobody ever accused the NFL being smart. I am man. I am football player. All right, man. That's been another episode of the Porter Potty Podcast. We got our little arguing out. You know what I'm saying?
You're Skip, and now I'm sitting. No.
No apologies.
Oh, God. Oh,
no
God.
apologies will be made after this. None.
Mimo,
Safe one.
Mimo got some emotional damage. You know what I'm saying? It's
When
crazy.
you live in the wolf's den, you gotta learn how to survive.
Them these top drop, you know what I'm saying? Swinging and banging, but yeah, man. Anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I cannot find this fluff shit. Where the fuck?
5-star. Give us 5 stars on Spotify. Give us a thumbs up on Instagram. Comment on Instagram.
The outro is on you. All right, we out. Flush it down. In the books.
Recording stop.